Hello, good morning. It's Friday the 13th. Ooh, spooky. I'm FX Plu and this is the market brief. So the economy shrank by 0.1% in March. This shows that consumers cut back on spending as the energy prices rose. But this is merely a warm-up to a likely bigger fall in the April data because the price cap had not been raised back in March. Sunak's been on. He maintained that he's always said he's ready to support households. Not strictly true, but it will be welcomed in many households that are struggling as the level of disposable income continues to fall. Deputy Governor Dave Ramsden has been on from the MPC. He confirmed that the Bank of England will be forced to continue with rate hikes. CPI inflation risk remains to the upside and headline inflation is expected to break 10% in the next couple of months. That's despite the GDP growth already slipping into negative territory. The GDP data, excuse me just a minute, added pressure on the pound, and expectation is that we may test the 120 level against the dollar. That expectation went over 50-50. Yesterday we fell to 121.65, but we closed at 122, and sterling euro recovered some ground and opens around 117.50. Over in the US, regardless of his slight fall in approval ratings, Fed Chairman Powell was finally confirmed for his second term by the Senate yesterday. This comes despite all the questions that are being asked about whether the Fed policy of rate hikes coupled with that reduction or the planned reduction in the balance sheet, whether that will cause a recession. The vote has been seen as an endorsement of how Powell handled COVID-19 and the deep recession of 2020. It's also an approval of the current policy. But meanwhile, producer prices, the price at the factory gate, delivered a step in the right direction. That was 11% in April, down from 11.5% in March. Weekly jobless claims continue to hover around the 200 mark. We saw 204,000 new claims this week, and that was up from 195,000 last week. And the dollar gains continue. They're powered by monetary policy divergence and continued risk aversion. The dollar index reached 104.90. Test of 105 looks pretty likely today. Euro dollar opens down this morning. That's touching 103.90 as we kick off. Right, so that's it from me, capping off another week, Friday the 13th. Stay safe, have a great weekend. Join me again on Monday.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.